tutorial will show you how to use the SmartVault map drive, essentially using SmartVault as your network file server. In this case, we've got our client Lester Flat, and we've printed out Lester's tax returns to SmartVault. But before I send Lester the tax return to review, I want to move some pages around, edit the PDF file. So let's go ahead and do that from the map drive. So I'm going to minimize the portal. Now there are a couple of ways that you can map the drive in SmartVault. One is from the SmartVault system tray icon. We can right click the SmartVault system tray icon and you can see we can map the SmartVault drive from here. Another way is from the Launchpad. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and double click the Launchpad icon and pull up the Launchpad, and there you can see we have the option for the SmartVault drive. So let's go ahead and click SmartVault drive. And the default is the letter Z. It's going to have our Z drive mapped, and you can see there's an option here to reconnect when I sign into SmartVault. So with these default options, basically every time you log into your computer, your Z drive will automatically be mapped to SmartVault, and just like a network drive. So we'll click OK, and here is our Z drive. You can see our Z drive is mapped to SmartVault. We can browse around, and let me go ahead and pull up the portal. Remind you what that folder structure looked like inside the portal. So you can see we're drilling down through all those same folders. Whatever I can see in the portal, I can also see through SmartVault's map drive, and essentially it's a very handy way. You get the control and security of a document management system, but you've got the ease of use of just working with your Windows or Mac operating system to edit files. So a couple things we can do that you could do with any file, of course, in your file system. Let's say, for example, we're going to be working with Lester's files a lot. I'll take this folder of Lester's and I'll drag and drop it, and if I do a Control left shift instead of copying it, which we don't want to do, it'll create a link on my desktop. So there's a shortcut, and we'll say this is Lester's tax files. So now even if I've got that map drive closed, whenever I want, I can click this and go right to Lester's files right here. We can also add one of these folders, maybe Lester's work papers folders, to our favorites area right here by putting it right there, and we'll rename it Lester's work papers. Right. So let's go ahead and take a look at editing the documents. So we've got a PDF file. I'm going to go ahead and double click it here, and I use Adobe Acrobat. You can see it pulls Adobe Acrobat right up, and I can look at all the pages. So let's say I don't really like the way that the pages are ordered here by default. I want to have this first page, I want to move it down. I'm going to, let's say, just move that down. So now this is my first page, and let's go ahead and put a watermark. I've got my my client copy watermark. I'm going to go ahead and put on here. So I can do annotations, highlights, notes. So let's say I edit the document. I have it just like I want it. I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and the document is being saved to the map drive, saved right back to SmartVault. So it's that easy. We can also work in pretty much any kind of file you can put in here, and you can edit. For example, a Microsoft Office document. Here I've got an Excel spreadsheet with a new schedule for Lester. I'm going to go ahead and copy that, or if I left shift, I can actually move it right to SmartVault, take it off my desktop. So here's this new schedule. We can double click it and open it. Now you'll notice in Microsoft Office documents, when you edit them in the map drive, windows will pop up for you to confirm your credentials. All you need to do is click OK right here. It does that just the first time you open up a document in Excel or Word. And that has to do with how the SmartVault map drive actually emulates SharePoint. So if you have applications that can work with SharePoint, they should be compatible with the SmartVault map drive as well. So here we've got our schedule. Maybe there's something we want to highlight in here. I'll go ahead and click Save, and we're done. Again, very simple, but we're actually working in SmartVault. And just to show you that the files are really there, let's go back to the SmartVault portal. Now you'll notice we don't see the files now. If your view in the portal is not up to date, all you have to do is click refresh. You can either click on the folder, you can see that'll refresh my view, or there's always a refresh task here you can use to refresh your view. So I can click on, let's click on the client copy, and you'll see that our watermark and our edits are here. So here we go with those edits, and you can see this is now the second version of the document. We can always click that version number to go back and look at a prior version. And here is the schedule. So here's this schedule we've got for Lester. Let's go ahead and send him a link. Please review the numbers in this spreadsheet, especially the yellow one. Thanks. And click send. So that's how easy it is to use the SmartVault Map Drive with your documents in SmartVault. Again, it's really handy, very convenient, because you've got both the security of having your documents in a document management system with version control and full auditing, with the convenience of just working on your local computer or a network drive.